Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back after a very long time to They Are Billions with me, Lathrix. And of course, welcome to the full Steam release, which finally has included the campaign mode. Today we're going to be trying out the first level of the campaign, hopefully succeeding, and seeing if this is a game we're going to complete on the channel. So lots of feedback is very much wanted in the comments. Now, one thing I will say is this is a type of game I am naturally not particularly good at, I've not really had experience with it, and I'm not normally good at micromanagement and all that stuff anyway, but I absolutely adore it. So if you're here to watch an idiot play a game somewhat badly but have a lot of fun playing it, then you're in the right place. If you're here to watch someone play the game well, you might want to go somewhere else. So with that, let's open up the campaign, open up the first cinematic, and let's get started with this lovely steampunk zombie apocalypse.
We will never know what happened. It was more than 2 centuries ago when those humans sowed the seeds of their own destruction and left us with a legacy of terror. For all of them are now the monsters of our nightmares. How ironic that they ended up like this. I am Quintus Crane, your leader, your savior. I founded the new empire and the city that now shelters you. And now, the time has come to no longer live hidden like rats behind the walls of the Great Crater. It's time to face our monsters. Time to go out into the world and reconquer it for the glory of humankind, for the glory of the new Empire!
An empire, glory to humankind, a new emperor. Getting weird 40k vibes here. And he says all of that, and yet, 13 years later, this is when we finally enter the fray.
Welcome. So you want to be the new general to lead the reconquering campaign? Well, I warn you, my young general, your mission won't be an easy one. How many attempts have there been so far? 10? 12?
14, 16.
All your predecessors are dead or have gone mad. Do you really think you can do better than them? Okay. I'll give you a chance. Listen carefully. Our goal is to build new colonies in strategic locations to expand the Empire beyond the Great Crater. I also want you to explore the ancient human strongholds and retrieve any technology from before the pandemic. We will use that to build more powerful colonies. You may also find swarms blocking your way. Destroy them with the might of the Empire's army. But be warned, failure is not an option. Succeed in your mission or never return.
Seems like a completely reasonable, nice guy. So science went mad, we ended up destroying the entire planet, or at least all of humanity on the planet, via a pandemic. And now we begin properly. The hero of the campaign will be your main unit in the tactical missions of exploration of the ancient strengths of humans. Once chosen, it will not be possible to change during the campaign. We're going to go with this fellow over here, which I believe is named after a Roman god, or Greek god. I think it's a Roman god. And he has the Destroyer, a heavy gun with large projectiles, which are, of course, explosive. He may be a slow shooter, but can kill several enemies with one bullet. Since micromanagement isn't my strong point, I feel like this is probably the character I should go with. A little bit more methodical, a little bit more tactical, but slower, so let's go with that. I am tempted by a faster, more damaging one. Nope, we're going with the explosives. So then, we now have a brand new tech tree, which looks absolutely lovely. This is how we unlock new things. We still need to build the workshops within the games. However, we can now unlock our units via this method here. As we do missions, we'll get more tech points, and we can choose where we go. I'll be doing a proper look at this when we have some tech points to spend. We then have points for our character as well. Back to the map. I'm going to be increasing the difficulty to hard. Yeah, let's say hard for now. I'm not particularly good at games like this in any way, but I feel like hard will be at least a challenge to me. What I would really like is a challenge so I'm being forced to get better at the game, but not so brutal that I get absolutely destroyed every single time, because that's just no fun for me, and I am here to have fun at the end of the day. At the same time, though, I don't want it to be so easy that we don't have to improve ourselves. So we'll see how we go. We can always change it later, but for now, going at 200% on hard difficulty. And here's our first mission, the Hidden Valley. So we have the Empire points and the Research points. The Research points will allow us to unlock more things on the tech tree, and the Empire points will allow us to unlock different paths to certain missions. At least that's how it's explained down here. I have yet to complete a single mission in the campaign, so we'll see how that works when we get there. Victory conditions: destroy all the infected, a colony population of 300, and resist all swarms of infected. That's the large groups which attack on a timer. Defeat conditions: go over the 29-day time limit, or to simply have the command center destroyed. I will be explaining the game a little bit as we go on for people who are joining me for the first time with this game. I have covered it a little bit some time ago, but that was, of course, some time ago. Well then, let's get going. And here we are, we begin the match on a lovely rainy day. Okay, so bear in mind, it's been a long time since I've played this, so let's get everything sorted. So you, go and scout over there, you over here, you over here, and you make sure there's no zombies in the immediate area. So what we need to do is set up our tents as fast as possible, because these will be responsible for giving us all of our gold. Yep, instantly out of gold. Next up, we'll probably need some food. We have some water here, so we can have the fisherman's cottage, and we have the hunter's cottage, which we can put anywhere. Sawmills, okay. Ultimately, though, we are racing to get the soldier center. We want this as soon as possible. So what we need to do is find a source of stone. Oh, that may be stone, I'm not 100% sure. The colonists will arrive on the train that passes through your colony daily. I was wondering if that was going to be for looks or an actual functional component. I did load up this game earlier today, but I didn't actually, you know, play the match. So it is good to know that that is something of importance. Okay, yeah, that's definitely stone, and a little bit of stone there just to grab, but sadly it is being defended by the infected. And nothing around there. You two just team up. Let's get ourselves some food as soon as we have the gold available. The train's here, so let's move you away as soon as possible, please. In fact, no, go over there to help out that fellow. You move in there. Now building 2 of the fisherman's cottages. As soon as that's done, we can build some more tents. Tents mean gold, tents mean workers, tents mean colonists. All things we need. You're not a zombie, but I'm not really protecting over there, am I? So you move there. I wonder if the train will kill zombies or our allied units if they're on the track. I don't know. Oh, that's a lot of zombies. Okay, hello, infected. You move over there, please. Don't build there, since we're probably going to need a sawmill quite soon. Oh, yeah, lots of infected over there.
Oh, more orders. What's up? Any infected around? You again. This better be good. Okay, let's do this.
Adding our first tower. We're going to need 1 more after this, then we can reach all that lovely, lovely stone, which is what we need as soon as possible. Still have enough energy, so to build the quarry, yep, we need wood, so we're definitely going to need to build a sawmill soon. But till then, may as well get some more gold.
Are there other units to bother?
Need to be a bit protective about this single ranger all on our own.
Yeah.
So far, no fast infected, just the usual shambling.
Gotcha.
Oh, I say that, and as soon as I say that, yep, there is indeed a fast infected. Now, thankfully, if they do the animation, that doesn't mean they've actually hit you. It still takes a second after the animation for the hit to land.
Here we go again.
There we are.
Great. Faster than my bow. Yeah. Right between the eyes.
Yeah, probably best if I don't send a single archer over there. Just group up with this for a while. Hopefully soon, some of our archers will become veterans from the experience, which will massively up their damage. Our sawmill is up, and I've put down some hunter's cottages, which should also up our food greatly. Yeah, that's all the standard stuff. What we're going to need is the mill. That's our first source of energy. But at the moment, by the looks of things, it's our only source of energy, at least for this match. For this level. Match? Level? I don't really know what to call it. Come on, hurry up. Lovely. Okay, so that's this area cleared out, though we still need to be a bit careful about it. As soon as I have some more rangers, I'll do a few patrols. I'm hoping this doesn't lead to somewhere with infected, but I feel like it might do. This seems to be the main path. It was completely infested. Thankfully, having 4 of the rangers here, as long as they don't attack in great numbers, is pretty autopilot, which is nice. And as soon as I say that, multiple fast enemies. I need to get better at this. I realise I'm very out of practice. But still, I haven't lost a ranger yet. This area is just completely infested. Yeah, we need way more rangers. Just so we can start clearing out multiple areas at once. There are way too many of these guys. There we are. Okay, we have the quarry and we have another sawmill. That's going to be loads of timber we can use to start defending this area, which is lovely. Let's pop that there. Though next, what I really want to save up for is a soldier center, which requires stone. So just don't spend stone on anything for a while. Let me guess, food? Yep, food. Oh good, one of our rangers is now a veteran. You can tell because their hair is shinier. Okay, we have 166 colonists currently and loads more on the way, which is great. And finally, the soldier center is indeed being built. So soon, that's going to be all up and running. Now, here's a question. Can you build anything on the tracks? I'm assuming you can't, although maybe the gates. Ooh, hello, there's a green dot. Yes, you can indeed build the gates. I was just thinking about other games where trains can pass through gates because they'll open automatically, and apparently this game abides by the same rule. Nope, no runners. Lovely. You fellows go this way. Okay, we have 2 groups now, thanks to our lovely soldier center. So we can start reinforcing the main one. And now we can start building up some defenses. Now, I have no idea where this swarm is going to come from. Originally, I was thinking it was definitely going to come from here, but now I know that the track does not necessarily mean there's no zombies attacking us. I have no idea where it could come from. Though, I also don't know if the train kills the infected. Feel free to tell me in the comments. Either way, though, just going to reinforce this small area here. I doubt they're going to attack from here, just because I feel that's a bit too brutal for the very first mission. Oh, hello. Also, we're doing the ultimate sin right now of floating resources, not using them. You should always have your resources being used. If you have resources just sitting there doing nothing, it means you're not playing very efficiently. Even to my standards, which are very low standards, to be fair. Now putting down some wooden gates, I'm almost certain the enemy are going to attack from this direction, but honestly, it could be over here as well. I'm fairly certain they won't attack down here, because it seems like for such an easy level, this will be way too difficult. I think I may have mentioned that earlier. Either way, though, I'm putting down some gates here, then I'm going to have a secondary section there, so the rangers sit there, continue to attack. When the enemy break through, they run back through these 2 double gates, and then attack again. I think you can only have 2 gates in a row, not 3, so that's pretty much as good as that's going to get. And can we put down one more gate there? Fantastic, just in case. There we are, both sections are at least sealed off. And soon, I'm going to build a secondary soldier center. So, the first area has been cleansed, just making sure there's no infected hiding around, and now this can join the secondary group and deal with this area. So it's only this area left now, and we have 8 more days until the main wave attacks. And we now have more than enough colonists. Lovely. So one thing has already been achieved. So 3 rows of walls aren't allowed, but you can have as many gates as you want. That's pretty good. But at the same time, I can't put the wall here because of how the gates have stacked. This is going to be really weird and clearly not the right way to do this. As long as it holds them off and I can shoot past that, I guess it's okay. But yeah, next time I'm going to make that way neater. That was more for science than anything else. We'll practice with that a bit more. Okay then. Hello, all the runners. Oh, train! Let's do some science. Follow me! Come on, onto the track. There we go. I swear I just heard the train. Was it a train leaving? In which case I'm going to take some damage to the walls. Oh well.
Straight to the heart.
And this is what the end invasion will look like.
What do you want now? This better be good. Roger that. Oh, more orders.
Okay, repair. One of the few hotkeys I actually currently remember. I'll be trying to remember those as time goes by.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Okay, train, zombie, what happens?
Okay, but it's gonna cost you.
Zombies will be killed by the train, your units will not. Which means there's almost certainly not going to be an invasion from this direction, because if the train appears, then they'll get destroyed. Though I guess it could be timed, so that's less of an issue. But even so, that means they have 1 day at most to attack us, and then the train will just crush them all. Yeah, doubtful then it's going to be attacking from there. Most likely the swarm will be attacking from here. Infected out of nowhere. Isn't that a hint of where the swarm's going to come from? I believe it is, because I definitely cleared out all of this. I even had a patrol going around every last section, so they came out of nowhere. I could have missed them, potentially, but it's unlikely, so I'm thinking that is heavily hinting. Oh yeah, the invasion's over here.
What?
Hopefully when the invasion comes, we're going to have way more soldiers than just that, because that took forever, and we took loads of damage, despite it was only a tiny attack.
Gotcha.
I think that's how it works, anyway.
Is ready. My bow and arrows are ready.
Okay, grab that. Not that I really need it right now, just floating resources again. I will get better, I promise. Because I'm going to actively try to get better.
Yes. Okay. Faster than my
Stop hiding in the trees.
Yeah. Right between the eyes.
Okay, so one final check, just to make sure there's no undead just hiding around.
Arrows are ready. You again.
Same with you.
Taste my arrows.
We checked here once, but still, thankfully, the last day is not the swarm day, so even if the swarm hits, and there's one zombie hiding around, we still have a chance to find them afterwards.
Building completed.
That's a lot of rangers.
A new task.
Attention. Building completed.
We could move out even further, make a defense there, which is an actual choke point, and this will be a fallback point, and I think I'm going to try and do that, even though we are severely lacking time.
My bow and arrows are ready. Yes, tell me. But be quick.
Go forth, my swarm!
I hope you're not wasting.
Now, if I recall correctly, building diagonally is bad, or something similar. I can't remember if it is diagonally or not, but there are certain ways of building where the enemy will get stuck, but also be able to attack way more things. There's more surface area for the enemies to sort of attack you. And I feel like I'm doing that right now, but we don't really have enough time to mess around with that, so just build.
This better be good.
This is the first line of defense. As soon as this falls, we then move back to the secondary one. Then there's a third one.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Though if they get back to here, I think we're pretty much doomed. Okay, they're attacking from the north, so it's either going to be here or here. I really think it's going to be here. If not, then, oh, I have been a bit silly. Okay, yep, definitely attacking from over here. Every last ranger you have, please move your butts over here. I beg of thee.
I hope we're not wasting our time. Let me put an arrow in this.
Okay, not quite all of them can attack straight away, but they will be able to once they break through that first line, which they will. We are mowing them down, though, this many rangers. Yeah, we're doing just fine. First line of defense is going to hold, I think. Now remember, this is the first level, so it will be easier than the rest, and we are done. Colony completed. Congratulations. You have built a prosperous colony extending the influence and power of the Empire. Long rule the Empire. Over from the Hidden Valley, we get 2, 3 more options. The Last Bunker, the Crossroads, and the Hunter's Meadow, all difficulty 1. Yeah, eventually we're going to have way more difficult things. So then for missions, we have the Last Bunker, which is our first hero mission, which likely we'll be doing in the next video. So, get the mission object, mission artifact, the hero must escape alive, and then we can get some valuable items and some technology, which is lovely. The Crossroads, get the population to 400, destroy all villages of doom. You cannot lose your town centre. And then the Hunter's Meadow, plus 30% food from hunters' cottages, farms, and advanced farms. Get your colony to 600. Once again, the command center cannot be destroyed. That seems pretty fun. And over in tech, we have quite a few options available to us. So what I'm honestly tempted by is assault rifle leading into hunting weapons. This will allow the hunter's cottage to have more food, and then we also have the soldiers. Now, military training. This will give our defensive barriers plus 20% health. But I think defensive barriers are that little extra health bar when you look at a building. It's not all green, it's green then yellow. Which essentially, once that yellow bar goes down to 0, that's when the building becomes infected. Not destroyed, but infective. The defensive barrier, I think, increases that amount. So it takes longer for the building to become infected. I think. And you get a free soldier, which is nice. So I'm tempted by that, but also fishermen's cottages will give us more food, and then we have more energy from our mills, which is just really efficient. We get an extra ranger at the start, and then an extra ranger and an extra sniper. That's interesting. The wooden tower, which is nice, and then loads of extra health for our walls. Then we can even have a barricade. That's interesting, so we can set down traps. There's loads of different ways to go about this, so I will be looking into this a little bit more in the next video. But for now, I'm afraid I am all out of time for today's video. This is the first look at the campaign, and honestly, I think it looks really, really interesting. So, tell me what you think in the comments below. Should I continue this or not? I'm really hoping most of you say yes, because I really enjoyed today, and I'm hoping it'll get a lot more difficult than that mission. That mission was quite easy, but of course, it is the very first mission. Maybe I'll up the difficulty and then get absolutely destroyed. Who knows? Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that They Are Billions is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. For the Empire, for humanity.